Good morning, students. Welcome once again to our history class. We are going to begin with a new chapter today, children. The chapter's name is Last Phase of Struggle for Independence. Children, this lesson is going to give us an insight into the Quit India movement, underground movement, and also regarding the contribution made by the Indian National Army led by Subhash Chandra Bose, which were instrumental in achieving independence of India. Let us study them. Children, let us know about the Act of 1935. India was divided into British administered provinces and princely states during the British period. The Act of 1935 made a provision for these provinces and princely states to form a federation. This provision was placed against India's demand of federal system of government. Children, federal system is the existing system of government in India. In this system, the local governments and state governments also get power to make independent decisions for the welfare of the state or region while functioning under the central government. This kind of governance helps in effective administration and also in reaching out to the diverse needs of people living in nation, which otherwise would not be possible. The British also agreed to conduct the elections in their provinces and hand over the working of the provinces to the Indian representatives. The rulers of the princely states were not in favor of the federal system of government as they would lose their power. Thus, the proposal of the federal state did not come into practice. But the elections did take place in provinces in 1937. Indian National Congress participated in these elections although they were not completely satisfied with the Act of 1935. Will be happy to know that Indian National Congress Party gained majority and came in power in 8 of the 11 provinces, whereas in other 3 provinces none of the parties got majority, so mixed governments were formed. The Indian National Congress Party did constructive work in many areas like releasing freedom fighters from jail, imparting basic education, prohibiting liquor, implementing measures for the upliftment of Dalits, providing debt relief to the farmers, etc. Let us know why did the Congress ministers resign from their post. Though the Indian National Congress participated in the legislature elections and came in power, they were not satisfied as the British were not willing to grant complete independence to India. But when the Second World War broke out in Europe in 1939, the then Viceroy Lord Linlithgow declared that India had sided with the British in war as the British were fighting the war to save democracy in Europe. The country that was an imperialist itself was making such claim. The Indian National Congress demanded the British to give immediate independence to India to prove their claim. But England refused to fulfill this demand and therefore the provincial ministers of the Indian National Congress resigned in November 1939. But when Japan reached the eastern borders of India to attack the British, as England sided with America against them during the Second World War, the British sent Sir Stafford Cripps to present some proposals to Indian leaders in order to get India's support against Japan. In March 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps presented some proposals in front of India. But these proposals did not satisfy any political party in India. Indian National Congress rejected the proposals since there was no clear mention of complete independence. Even the Muslim League rejected the proposals because of fulfillment of their demand of an independent state of Pakistan for Muslims was also not mentioned. After the Cripps mission, the Indian National Congress decided to start an intense movement for attaining independence for India. A resolution was also passed on 14 July 1942 at Wardha by the Working Committee of the Indian National Congress, demanding the British to leave India and end their rule with a warning of launching an intense non-violent movement on its non-fulfillment. The resolution was finally approved in the August session of the Indian National Congress with majority support. It was also decided to start a nationwide non-violent agitation under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi for India's independence. Gandhiji made an appeal to the people of India to fight for India's freedom and to be ready to sacrifice their lives. He gave the slogan, "Do or die." We shall either free India or die in the attempt. But the British arrested many important leaders before the launch of this movement. What happened after the arrest, we will learn in our next class. Now read the textbook page number 40 and 41 for a thorough understanding of the lesson, children, and complete the notes that are given in the PDF file neatly in your notebook. Thank you.